Let's see if I can do a video here. It's 8:30 in the evening, so it's a long story, but I ended up driving the girl and her girls from Pattaya, borrowed my friend's car, same car I drove from Phuket, borrowed it, got on the road, 10:30, dropped them off in Surin. Surin city in Surin province. It's over 550 kilometers. So I got there, and that's another story. Songkran that's the Thai New Year, and it's a national water fight, is what it is. Some sort of cleansing ritual kind of thing. But I mean, they take it serious. It's like the whole country is in their pickup trucks, fill with like garbage container, the big 55-gallon full of water, and basically dousing everybody in every car and everything. I got several car washes. Problem is that it ties up traffic. I just got what I did. So anyway, getting ahead of myself here. I would have been there about 5:30. Got there at 6:30. Because of that, got tied up in a few small towns where basically the traffic moves through the town at the snail's pace. And then no sooner had I dropped them off and started heading back. I have no interest in sticking around. There's nothing to do, I want to get back and get into my work fully. So I get on the road, and I said, let Google Maps navigate me through this shit. So as I'm going through, it says, hey, there's some congestion up ahead. We want to take an alternate route, and it'll save you 16 minutes. I'm sure, yes, take the alternate route. Well, it steers me right into the worst yet of the congestion. Literally an hour I went like maybe 1 kilometer in 1 hour. Just crazy. If you've never seen it, you wouldn't believe it if I told you, right? That's how crazy it is. But they're having fun. It's the first time in 3 years. It was totally canceled 2020, 2021, and last year it was like, don't do the water shit, but some people did it anyway, but not on big scale, real small scale. This year it's no holds barred, and I'm telling you, they've gone to town. That just to kind of tell you, it's crazy. You could probably just go to Songkran, Thailand, see some YouTube, you see how fucking crazy it is. Anyway, so I brought the Yui and the kids back, and now I'm on my way back. I should roll in at somewhere probably about 2:30 a.m. It's a long time on the road. It's about 8 hours each. That's about 16 hours of driving, including the stops. About 16 hours, including the stops. So I feel I can do it, no more drinking days. That helps. So what's the whole story about? Well, it's a guy, the worst thing is for a guy to complain about chick behavior, right? Because, unless it's really egregious, like she stabbed me with a knife or something, right? It always comes off bad. It's like, oh, come on. pussy, whatever, So I'm not going to complain about what it was, this thing, and I wanted to be done with it, but I didn't want to a few days ago, I had them leave, but they went to their sister and their mom, her sister and her mom were in town, and the sister had a Thai guy with her, so they were handed off, into competence. If it was just you, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but it's the two girls, right? So then noon, her sister and the guy and mom come back home to the village. Actually, Surin, which is about an hour away from home. I'm not sure why. I don't ask sometimes. But so then she's alone there, and she's like, I don't know what to do for the kids for Songkran. I'm like, all right, come over. So that was 2 nights, but then today it was like, look, I got to get you out of here. I called my friend Doug. He said I could borrow the car, so let's go. And I said, pack up and I'll drive you there. So that's what we did. But I'm not gonna whine about what it was, and because any one thing you're gonna say, oh, big deal, right? So that's why they have the saying, death of 1,000 cuts. That's what it is. That's what it is for guys. It's not that one thing. It's just over and over and over and over. So anyway, she's back. It's just done. And I wasn't trying this time. It was like, okay, she wouldn't leave Pattaya because she wanted the girls there for the beach and everything. It's like, and then I'm saying, well, since you got the girls, I'm taking you. So I got the car. It's done. They're safe and sound, back in the hands of their family. So hand it off, and I'm not gonna complain about the stuff. So what can you do? And now I just want to get I decided, I'm not gonna get a hotel and anything. I'm just gonna get my ass back there, get a few hours of sleep, take the car back to Doug. I left my motorbike at his place, which is the other side of Pattaya, and so I will be just down and focused on all my projects and planning for the trip. Okay, I can rant about something. So I was thinking, what can I rant about? So I want to go to the Philippines, but someone dropped a comment on the blog and saying, do they have a vax requirement? Of course, that's completely out of the question, but they don't. But from what I just saw glancing around, it's like a test within 24 hours if you're not vaxxed. Holy shit! The gas station is like, I just came from one. I was sucking fumes, but it wasn't as busy as that one. That one is crazy. Anyway, so I looked online. I didn't delve into it, but it appears there might be a testing requirement. I'm thinking, I'm over 3 years in this, and I have neither been jabbed nor poked up my nose. I'm not about to start now. So if that's the case, I'm going to have to find some place to go that doesn't have requirement to poke myself up the nose, just on a matter of principle. It's like, fuck all, for useless information. My favorite thing now is when people say they have a cold or flu. I'm like, oh, really? Is it a rhinovirus? RSV, influenza A, or influenza B? What? You don't know? Are you sure? Are you don't know? You didn't go get tested? I like to make people feel stupid because they're stupid. All right, what else? So, death of 1,000 cuts. Remember that. Oh, here's the thing that I saw this morning when I woke up, and there was this. I get some email things from people regularly, and this one guy is like, saying, men want to tell the truth, but everybody lies. And the reason men lie sometimes is fatigue. Because people are always on your ass about one thing, especially a chick. Always this thing or that thing or this thing or that thing. Their power plays and their shit tests and whatnot. And sometimes it's just like, not again. Fuck. So it's better to just lie. Now, the problem, that my pain is that I don't. So I'm constantly getting these deaths by 1,000 cuts. Well, it's not death yet, but it's just like over and over, and no matter what. So, I could talk a long time about just the how I'm just like completely done with anything more than just really short-term liaison with chicks. I'm pretty sure. Just I do fine. I mean, on the apps or going out and or go to a bar, but even on the apps, So anyway, traffic is slow on here, so I'm gonna get off this thing. Maybe back later. PTT, 3:30 in the morning. Every PTT like this, 3:30 in the morning. I still have 3 hours to go. It's the most crazy thing I ever see in my life. I think, maybe, probably the most crazy. Every PTT like this. No place to park. Still traffic. Crazy. Thai people are crazy. Well, here I am again. It's getting near 4:30 in the morning. So, almost 10 hours on the road for a trip that should have been 7. And I still have almost 3 hours to go. And I'm on the way back from having done it already. And it's just crazy. It showed me. Actually, I'll splice in the video I just shot at the gas station a bit ago, and showing how crazy it is. I mean, it's still bumper to bumper traffic in some places. People are crazy. Pent up demand of 3 years of not being able to celebrate their ancient Thai calendar New Year, which is a 3-day celebration. So that's how big it is. I mean, it's crazy. Some places close for 5 days during this period of time. That's a good money maker for the people who stay open. I just went to 7-Eleven, so I'm down, I'm like doing energy drinks and shit, caffeine and sugar, right? So, but the 7-Elevens here are quite large and have a range of service. It's not just a typical little convenience store. Some of them even cook meals, like on hot plates and shit. Like cook fresh eggs, like crack an egg and cook it. Not stuff from a carton. It's quite interesting. Coffee drinks, and smooth fruit smoothies with yogurt. They're quite delicious. Yeah, so some of the sevens are quite. I haven't been to it yet, but in Pattaya is the largest 7-Eleven in the world, not just in Thailand, in the world. So one of these days I'm going to go over there and check it out. Anyway, what I was going to say, they're all manned with like full crews. I'm talking like a dozen workers in there, and they're humping ass because every checkout station is open, and sometimes there's 4 or 5 of them. And then there's the girls manning the bank of microwave ovens to heat up all the stuff. And everybody's probably had one of those burgers in a package, once or twice in their life. But they suck. But here they actually have pork steaks and chicken steak sandwiches in thing. So it's like you bite into it. It's not mystery meat. It's an actual fillet of steak, a chicken steak or a pork steak, between a bun with some sauce, spicy sauce, barbecue sauce. They're quite good for a couple bucks. Anyway, so all the checkout stations are open, manned, and then there's like 2 or 3 people back doing the microwave ovens to heat up all the stuff, and then there's another crew restocking shelves. You're talking 3:30 in the morning, 4 in the morning. So that's what it's like. It's so bad that for the first time, it's the data reception on the cell phone is very poor. It's like when you go to a concert and your cell phone doesn't work for shit, because everybody's sending video clips and selfies out, shit like that, right? So I haven't slept. I tried to, but I was really fading, but couldn't do that, but at least was able to stop, walk around and stuff, and grab another energy drink. They have these things called, they have tons of these little energy things, not the big gas drinks. I don't know. They're, I suppose they're just a lot of caffeine and sugar or something. Right. And it works. I tell you what, it works, man. You get wired, and what you need, it's a lot better than falling asleep behind the wheel, which sucks. So, yeah. See, 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like stop and go traffic here. Crazy. All right. I guess that's about it. Nothing to rant about except that and my crappy cell phone coverage. Okay. Well, 6:20. As you can, it's light outside now. Let's see. When did I head out from Surin? So So it's been just about almost 12 hours on the road for after the 8 hours there, and I've got an hour to go. But I'm okay. I just stopped for a coffee, and usually I drink it black, but a little sugar in it this time, and cream, because coffee with just sugar really sucks. So, the powdered cream stuff. They don't have the only place they have the 7-Eleven has the espresso machines is where there's lots of foreigners around. Otherwise, it's just the instant coffee and hot water. Anyway, so just checking in, an hour and a half to go. Still in reasonable spirits. As you can see, it turns out that my data problem was that my data ran out, and now I think maybe you have a little bit of a grace period once you get the text, but I didn't see the text. The text came in at like 1:15 or something in the morning saying, hey, you're out of money. And I didn't notice it until, it's 4:30 and I can't get anything. Even my navigation doesn't work and anything. And the good thing that I know the way, but the good thing to have the navigation for is if there's, a shitty accident or something or whatever, it can route you around it well in time, and it does that all the time. I love it. Like right now, it's routing me around a road closure thing or road construction thing. It's still not bumper to bumper at this point, but it's amazing. I was just at the gas station. There's people that they're full, but they're full of cars with people sleeping in their cars and benches. People are sitting on. It's like an international airport where there's been flight cancellations and everything's piled up inside the airport, and that can happen 24/7, right? So that's kind of what it reminds me of. Anyway, so before, when I've run out of data, I catch it in time and I can go in the app, and I guess you have a grace period or something, and so it's enough where I can top up, what they call it, and just authorize a few bucks from my bank to automatically to do this. But I remember I say, wait a second, most 7-Elevens have a little machine out front, and I've never used them. So I said, well, let me see. So sure enough, it was easy enough to do. You just takes bills and coins. And I had a pocket full of change. And so you just input your phone number, and the carrier, tell them how much. I did 50 baht, which is $1.50, and I've got data again. So that can navigate me home, and it's already turned out because I'm rerouting around the thing. So anyway, just a quick update on the trip. It's keeping me alert, right? And I haven't, so pretty much I tell you what, the energy drinks work. They do. Caffeine energy, they work when you need them in a pinch. Don't give me that fat burner shit. Don't be stupid. Just like avid bicyclists will tell you, the best energy drink ever, and it's never been equaled, is a regular Coca-Cola. Just sugar water. All right, bye. Well, I made it. 7:30. So imagine you start from LA and you drive to San Francisco. About 8 hours. That's about right. Normal drive. I got some back. Could have made it in 7, but there was no rush. I had kids in the car, so. Then you do the drop off and you turn right back around and go back, and it should take 7 hours, 8 hours, and because it's at night, so it should have taken 7, but it took 13. So that was my day. I think it's time for some sleep. What do you think? All right. Bye.